Welcome to the Nuclear
Lizard.
Podcast, the best nuclear lizard podcast on the internet. My name is Seiji,
It's KT.
and we are your hosts. And today is a very special podcast because today, what day is it today?
It's December 21.
December 21st. Nothing special about that day in particular, except that it is near the end of the year. So this is our end of the year episode. Clap, clap, clap effect. Clap effect. I'll put that in later. All right. So, Kyohei was feeling, I think, very sentimental. He was being very emotional, and he was writing in his diary. With his nice perfume on. And he was thinking, oh man, what a great year Godzilla comedy has had. I want to have like a gushy, sentimental, emotional, wrap up. And so here we are.
Year review podcast so that we have it recorded.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been a pretty wild year. This is the first year of Godzilla comedy. Yeah. It's evolved immensely from March when we had our first show, and then we dreamed up a bunch of like different aspects of this, project. And so I think there is a lot to talk about.
We had like 10, I think 11 to 12 shows.
Yeah, we lost count of the number of shows we've had.
Yeah, but we started apartment show here in the building where we live, and we expanded to a few other branches, and we're gonna expand more next year. And we are one of the best independently run show in Chicago, although we didn't get nominated. But
regardless of what a certain comedy collective in Chicago would make us think, we are in fact one of the best shows, as Kyohei has mentioned.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we lost significant amount of money over the past year.
Yeah. But Kyohei, wait, try closer to the mic.
Oh, okay.
Mouth closer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like this close?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I was saying we lost significant amount of money this year, and we will lose more next year.
How much money do you think we lost this year running Godzilla comedy?
Quickly in my head, 700 times 3, and it will probably 28. Over 30,000 easy. Easy.
So kids, if you're at home and you're thinking, man, I really want to run a comedy show in Chicago, be prepared to lose about $3,000 the first year if you want to do it right. If you want to do it whatever wrong, you could probably do it for free.
Mm-hmm. But if you want to run a good show, then you 3, probably need to spend double that. Well, but hopefully next year we'll branch out to actual comedy club. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep running a good show, and we'll keep because from like the very first show, I think we developed a lot. Like first, it's just like a normal comedy show. Just
explain to the audience what you mean by normal comedy show.
Well, we play music through our phone, and we didn't have any dedicated music person or DJ. So it's just like 5 to 6 comic, just go one by one at a time, and which was still good vibe and fun. But then we start adding DJ music. And then we have a great addition of pianist, and Seiji got into start playing more guitar, so they start forming a live band.
Shout out to Hemi.
What else?
Duo
Do a
stuff
bit.
wasn't part of our initial
Yeah.
shows. Yeah.
So that start getting widely popular among us.
Okay, wait, hold on. That is such an interesting phrasing. It got widely popular among us. What does that really mean? That means that we liked it and we started doing it more.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one else is involved. No one else's opinion or,
Yeah.
perspective is involved in that statement. He
Mm-hmm.
just means that we liked it. We thought it was fun, so
Yes.
we did more of it.
Yeah.
But then we've been doing less of it the
Mm-hmm.
last like 4 shows.
Yeah. But we'll we'll bring it back.
But it's coming back, baby.
Yeah.
Bigger and better than ever. We got some really, I'm personally very excited
Mm-hmm.
about some plans we have for like the
Yeah.
duo bit. And honestly, the future plans for the duo bits involve stealing a little bit, and that's particularly
No.
why
I
I'm
mean, like, if you think
excited.
about it, like any like music band, they start with the cover. You know. I
All
mean,
right,
we're just doing the cover. You know.
we're
Yeah.
doing we're gonna do covers of
Yeah. Of some like Japanese
Japanese
duo comedy
duo
bit.
bits,
Um.
which okay, this actually takes me back to like early high school, because in America, or at least, yeah, in America, there's groups called student groups called speech and debate.
Okay.
Okay, and there was always this one category that I was fascinated by, and it was called duo, and it was two people, and it was very performative and artistic when
Mm-hmm.
they did it. But what they would do is, it would be two people on a stage. They would, for the most part, face the audience. So they two people would be facing the audience, but they would like read a script and act, obviously, as though they were in front of each other talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And like there were like dramatic ones and there were comedic ones. Anyway, I was always a shithead in high school, and so I don't know. I never got involved with extracurriculars besides like a few sports, but I always was so amazed by these duo performances in high school, and particularly like this one girl that who had a huge crush on was really multiple girls who I had really huge crushes on did duo, and it was spectacular. It was
Wait,
like,
so those are mostly comedy, or it's just like play?
it could be, it's kind of like a play. It's kind of like drama or comedy.
Okay.
Anyway, so the idea of doing these Japanese duo covers for me
Yeah.
feels like a full circle moment of, wow, I get to finally do the thing I dreamed of doing back in high school, which was like
Mm-hmm.
circa like 2008, 2009. That was like freshman sophomore year
Okay.
of high school. So, it's only taken about uh what's the math here? Like 16 years, 15 or 16 years for me to actually come around to fulfilling
Yeah.
my that goal, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Um, we're excited about that.
Yeah.
We'll level up our creativity on our duo,
Yeah.
and
I started to not give a shit. And I think that's a good thing.
what do you mean?
Like at the shows, like
Yeah.
I remember first show just being nervous. Most shows I'd feel nervous, and that's never gonna go away. But I feel like the last show, I really realized like we've done so many of these shows, and there's so many more shows in the future that you know I'm just comfortable. I don't care if it goes bad or good, and that frees me to just be myself.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a milestone for me last show
Yeah, definitely.
to
Like that
experience that.
I think for some reason our first 3 or 4 shows just went incredibly well because of
Beginner's luck.
um beginner's luck, and also this apartment we live in have this like crazy vibe
Yeah.
where for some reason we have one of the like the best audience in the city,
Mm-hmm.
which
It's
usually doesn't
crazy.
happen. So we were kind of get spoiled for with the setup we had
Yeah.
in our building. Then once we start hosting it other places, we start to see, some of the rough show versus good show. So yeah, um, I think yeah, get used to bombing,
Yeah.
getting comfortable with whatever situation we host a show. Um, but there will be less of apartment show next year.
Mm.
It'll be more of an actual venue show next year. So
Yeah. Shout out to Thousand South Clark.
yeah,
They were a great incubator, a great little womb for
yes,
us, you know?
it really is. It
Yeah.
really is.
I mean, it's been okay, wait, March. We started March.
We
That's about 9
started,
months.
yeah,
Now that's December.
yeah,
So we've literally been like fetuses, like in the Thousand South Clark
yes,
womb,
yes.
and we are now at term,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're ready to
Yeah,
birth
yeah.
and take on and take the show to I think the Den Theater is an
Den
option, the
Den
Lincoln
Theater, Lincoln
Lodge.
Lodge. Um,
That's mainly like the venues that we're looking
yes.
at. Great independent comedy venues here in Chicago. Um, but yeah, I think it'll be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And once like people start recognizing how unique our show is, or how unique the like basically our bit is going to be,
Yeah.
though, I hope because there are a lot of duo bit we did in the past few shows where we involve a lot of audience into our bit,
Mm-hmm.
and those are really hard to kind of um, make it into short reel on the
Yeah.
online platform. So I hope there's a way of people can enjoy what it like online. But once we have more traction online, I think people will start seeing that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. What else?
Our
Yeah, I,
podcast
oh,
is also, I think this is our eighth eighth podcast
yeah, yeah,
or something. Yes,
um the podcast is just fun to do,
it
and
is.
um it yeah. Shout out, you know what? Shout out to Sean He. I told you, right? So Sean, if you're listening to this, you're the man. Like, I'm sorry, Isaac.
Wait, is it so? Sean is your
Sean
friend
Sean is
who
my friend who lives in St. Louis.
yes.
He's a pediatric
Mm-hmm.
resident about to
Okay.
graduate. Um, he's married. Um, and apparently he's been listening to every single one of these podcast episodes, watching every clip on Godzilla. He's given me positive and negative feedback. Um, and Isaac, I
Wow.
haven't even heard from Isaac. Right? So, Sean He, you
Mhm.
are the Nuclear Lizard slash Godzilla comedy fan of the year 2025. Give it up for Sean.
Wow.
Give it up for Sean. Wow.
Wow. We
What a
gotta,
what a great guy. We're gonna have you on the podcast sometime.
yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Like seriously. But that really does warm my heart. Like however small, like it's just okay, a close friend watching our content and enjoying it.
yeah.
And then I have had a couple other friends like at work, like coworkers, mention, "Oh, I like watched that clip and I thought it was really funny."
Mm-hmm.
Um, like that's what we do it for. Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
really does feel good. So
Yeah. And if you think about it, if we die tomorrow, our family would at least appreciate all the
yeah,
footage.
no, this is at least there's funeral B-roll
yeah.
footage
Yeah.
to play
Like
at our
8 hours worth
yeah,
of footage
yeah.
that
Okay,
they can.
yeah. When if we
yeah.
die, we're
Yeah.
gonna have a duo funeral.
Yes.
The
Yes.
funeral, it's gonna show all of the content we've ever published online
Yeah.
and have stored in several hard drives. It will be a 20-hour
yes.
affair,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and no one is allowed to leave.
yes. It's longer. It's gonna be longer than like a wedding.
Yeah.
yeah.
That said, though, I do. You have a good point. I like the idea of there's we're creating at least something,
mm-hmm.
whether it's good or not. It doesn't really matter. Like we're making something and putting it out in the world, and like in 30, 40, 50 years,
Mm-hmm.
it's just something to look back on. Whether anyone else looks back on it or not, it's kind of cool. Like this is original. This is our
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah. Well, so basically, this year, we definitely achieved the goal of starting the show. When was the first time we started talking about hosting a show?
Hosting a comedy show or a podcast show?
No, no, comedy show.
Comedy show. I mean, we first met like what, like around October 2024,
Yeah, that was last year.
and I mean, within like a month of that or two, I mean, I was specifically telling Kyohei, I'm like, Kyohei, like, I'd love to have like a rooftop show.
Yeah,
You
I think
know,
that was your first um thought.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And I, if I remember correctly, I didn't receive much enthusiasm from Kyohei about it. But what I've realized about Kyohei is he's outside of like performance and podcasts, he's a very stoically faced guy. He has resting stoic face, RSF,
Yeah.
and so it's hard to read. But then one day he randomly was like, "Oh yeah, let's meet up at a coffee shop or something," and then like he's just like, "Boom, like." Yeah, we're gonna start this show and it's gonna be called something. And then we went through like many, many names
Yeah.
and before we landed on Godzilla Comedy.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
yeah, really, we really had no idea how, like, what we're doing, and
Yeah. Yeah. I remember
things just came together.
we visited this I mean you were living in this building and
Mm-hmm.
we visited one of the bar area I think last year sometimes during winter. Then we're just randomly talking, well, this is a good place to host a show. Then that thought came back, like circle back, beginning of this year. Oh yeah, that's so I quit my job in Japan, then I came here, so I was like
Mm,
fully motivated to start everything.
that's what happened.
Then I was like, all right, it's time. I'm back. I'm on. Let's actually start this shit.
Mm,
Yeah, I think that's how I started it, and we decided to host pretty much like within a week, within a month. We're like, all right, let's just do it. Because I
yeah.
remember it was quite a rush too, because we didn't even have like a lineup for the comedian, because it was me, you, and Sagar who are helping us
Mm,
for the production stuff as well. And so three of us definitely gonna be performing. But then we're like, all right, who else are we gonna have? And then
yeah.
it was like a few weeks away. Gladly we had Sono as a headliner, but yeah, it was like quite a rush to just have
Going
everybody.
back to this idea of like beginner's luck, that first show that he's describing was really, really good
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Like there
Yeah,
were
fair.
like the
It was
room was packed. It
yeah.
was standing room only.
Hmm.
Um, and Sono in particular, our headliner, to this day still, I think the best, one of the
Oh
best.
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
I'm gonna say still the
Yeah.
best headliner we've had at our show.
Yeah.
So everything kind of just came together, and that was just obviously super motivating.
Hmm.
Like, as opposed to if our first show bombed, right? That's such a hard hill to climb
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
had like that first show was amazing.
We had like over 50 people in a room for 40.
It was
Um
60.
yeah, around. Um we were so worried that we're not gonna have anybody, and on
Yeah.
RSVP we only had like 15 or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Then people just kept coming in, and ended up being like a full room.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's good. Back to that coffee shop moment when we were first talking about like launching Godzilla Comedy.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
think
hold on.
what?
Am I? Okay, sorry.
All right. Um. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When we first talked about hosting Godzilla comedy, I wasn't sure if um I was helping Kyohei do a one-off show, um, or if like it was gonna be a collaborative thing, like long term. I think for a while I thought like, oh, okay, well this will be Kyohei's thing. I'll help him out for the first show, and it'll be whatever, and then it'll be Kyohei's thing. Um, so yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember
I
that
mean,
being
you
my
specifically
perspective for a while.
ask if this is going to be just my show or um, it's going to be like us show. And I said, no, no, no. It's like, I mean, first of all, we're hosting at your place. So um, it's going to be uh, your show as well. And
Yeah.
um, and I also knew that you wouldn't be as motivated to do anything unless it's also your show from
Wow. This guy
which
used
is
his undergrad psychology courses from UC San Diego to fucking try to manipulate me
yes. I mean that's
into
I think
investing.
I think that's for anybody. So
This is true.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
So you
been
just
going well.
so you wanted to collaborate only because you knew that it would make me work harder.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
What? No, I mean, unless also I knew that I wouldn't be able to like do everything by myself. I need like somebody, um, or ideally to have somebody to start this thing.
How do
Then
you how from your perspective, how did you know after only knowing each other for like a couple months that you know that we would be a good partner for this specific project?
few reason. One, you're Japanese, at least in terms of like blood. Is
Blood baby.
Japanese. Number two, uh, you have very high educational background, which is very hard to find in comedy. um, and um, and as for like a duo bit, I think at least what I heard from all the like Japanese comedy scene, I always hear if you were gonna try to find a partner or somebody,
Hmm.
it's better to have somebody who have um, like acting out kind of energy, like who are not afraid of like do some crazy act out or
Yeah.
who are not afraid of putting himself out in weird way. So I already knew you were kind of that person. So
Really? What made you think that about me?
um, well, you told me you did some of the improv
It's fair.
one, and um, then I also heard about your story of um, well, you're a doctor now, but you're a pastor, and also from the way you talk, and also Hawaiian vibe. I think those like mix, like combination of like how he lived his life, and where he's from, and how he talk and the energy that kind of like gives me a vibe. Right? I think he'll be a good fit for like a do a bit too.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
so I never and because also at the time, like if you are going to build something, um, you need to have somebody who can also talk logically, you know,
Okay.
um, and that's a rare, you know, feature to find in people in general.
What do you
So
mean?
like having my impression of most of the comedian are first of all they hate feedback. They don't want
Oh,
to like compromise or like they don't want to get taught or they don't want to get instructed on something. That's
Interesting.
my kind of impression of how American comedians are usually.
Mm,
And also, I don't want to definitely I don't want to be working with some asshole first of all, right?
right, right. No, yeah, it's a given.
And so at least I need to have somebody who are like open to everything. And also
Mm.
at the same time, I also don't want to get instructed by somebody who I think are like stupid.
This is fair.
Right. So this goes back to the point where you have a very high educational
Educational
background,
background,
and I
yeah.
know you're smart and stuff. So it's
That
not
is
that I'm
interesting.
gonna look down on people without educational background, but I want to like good to have some security.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Were there other people? Well, what was your journey um to to get to a point where you wanted to create Godzilla comedy? Like, the months, you were doing stand up in Chicago, you're
Mm-hmm.
getting booked on some shows, you met a bunch of
Yeah,
people,
yeah, yeah.
like how did you get to a point where you were like, I want to start a show in Chicago? In versus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of comedians just keep getting booked on shows, and
Yeah,
then they build a name for themselves that way.
yeah. Well, part of me is like, I know my weakness as like I'm not really good at networking and stuff in general. Even at work. I mean, that was like me from like very young. So I knew from the get go where like, okay, in comedy scene, it's all about network, like
Mm,
80% network. Like unless you know or get closer to produce like production people, like big comedy club especially, unless you know somebody, it's really hard to even get him booked. So
okay.
um, it's then my gut feeling was all right. It's gonna take a while until I actually could start getting booked with like any show, pretty much. So my intuition was like, all right, I need to start my own. That's the only way out. So that was the only kind of initial motivation for me to
Mm-hmm.
just start. But at the same time, w- then once we started it, then I started thinking, all right, maybe we can expand more, more, more. So like initially, that was the only motivation for me.
What?
You know.
Well, so your only motivation initially was to start a show so that you can get booked onto other shows.
Well, it's more of like so that I can do my stuff in front of normal audience.
Oh, so
You
you
know.
can actually have stage time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because as you know, open miking is very tiring and
Yeah.
hard. So yeah, why don't you host your own show? And turned out I like producing a show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
not.
what about producing a show do you like?
Um, well, as we go through, like, there's so many things that we can add on to, just bring the energy up. And if you have the full control of the entire show, there's so much, and especially if you don't really care about like money perspective, if you think about something might work to just bring up the energy, why not do it? It's and every
Mm,
time we can like add on,
yeah.
and that's the development. I have seen. I sent you the clip on Instagram where at one of the
Oh yeah, I saw.
show they
Yeah.
had the Bulls,
Chicago Bulls
yeah,
announcer.
Chicago Bulls announcer
Yeah.
just bringing on people, and I thought that was like very very good energy, and
Oh
thought it
yeah.
was fun.
Y-
So
Well, on that note, particularly,
yeah,
I went to Riot Fest, which is like a big punk
yeah,
rock
yeah,
music
yeah,
festival in
yeah.
Chicago annually.
Mm-hmm.
Before Green Day was a headliner, before Green Day came up,
Mm-hmm.
they had a recording of Bruce Buffer, who's the WWE announcer.
Mm.
Um, oh no no no, never mind. It wasn't Green Day. It was for Blink 182.
Okay.
Blink 182 had a recording, I think, of Bruce Buffer um, announcing each member of Blink 182 like they were
Mm.
wrestlers, and that similarly was
Oh,
an
okay.
amazing way to add
Yeah.
energy. But agreed,
Yeah.
like you just kind of keep learning these yeah, little tricks to
Mm-hmm.
create a good show.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of like to do list for next show.
Mm,
Like it could be. I think we talk about this like a little bit, but like have like a video or like intro video,
mm,
because it's always us for sure going up. So
yeah.
like have like a huge intro like video,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
because then we don't have to have that announcer all the time.
Right, right, right,
But
right,
like
right.
you just like play out.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
cool, cool. Um, okay, so yeah, did you did you consider other people to partner with to start like a Godzilla comedy type of project?
Not really. I just went um, directly to you and talking about starting show here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What was your like motivation starting and just like
Yeah.
keep going?
My motivation was I had just moved from Philadelphia to
Mm-hmm.
Chicago. And before I left, I talked with one of like a comic who was from Philadelphia but spent a bunch of time in Chicago, did well, and then recently moved back to Philadelphia. And I told him, "Hey, I'm going to Chicago. Do you have any tips?" And like his main tip was like start a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the best way to just get ahead in the game.
Yeah.
And so I already had that advice like at top of mind. Um, and back then too, like a year ago, I was personally still very motivated to do stand up, which I'm not super motivated to do now. Not that, but I mean, it's not that I won't do stand up. It's just like I've been more focused on like producing the show, music, and then more of like the duo bit improv stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, I mean, like I wanted to also like get ahead in stand up. This stand up comic told me to start a show in order to do that. So I think that was initially my motivation. Um, but as time went on, I think the show was good because it felt it was more fun than just working by yourself. Like stand up can be a very isolating art
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot of like being by yourself, writing, and then at some point you're really just going to open mics by yourself. And even though there's people around you, you're still
Mm-hmm.
kind of like by yourself unless like you takes time to like make a ton of friends
Yeah.
like in the open mic
Yeah.
scene. Um
Yep. Yep. Yep.
and so
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I still like. It's just like there's like cool people. I don't know anything about any other city regarding comedy scene, but at least like Chicago comedy scene, um, like people are really nice generally.
Yeah.
I haven't seen like anybody who are like asshole or anything. They're like everybody is kind of friends. Everybody know each other. There's so many huge supporting community. There are a lot of like auditions, so it's I still believe it's Chicago is definitely by far the best city for any beginners to start.
Mm,
And even Laugh Factory or those like big comedy club, they have like a audition system, and it's not like hard or crazy high bar to get booked in those like clubs too.
yeah.
Um, Considering how highly value they are as a club. So compared to other city, so yeah, I think this is a good city to start, and I love all the comedian who interact with, and I hope like I can or we can have a time to connect more with the comedian who we're gonna invite to our show after the show, and
Mm,
like have more of a because more comedian we have in a community as in a tight relationship, I think we can think of like more stuff or more fun stuff to do for like a video sketch anything.
Oh,
So
I see. Yeah.
yeah, but unfortunately for now, it's just like we have to clean up everything because we're doing everything. There's
Oh, I see. Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
much time to actually like interact and
Yeah, we're essentially running like a pop-up comedy show,
yeah.
and the con of that I didn't realize would be such a big con is like immediately after the show we're like the janitors, like we're like the crew
Yes,
people,
yes,
like we're
yes,
trying
yes,
to
yes.
like pack chairs,
Mm-hmm.
pack lights, pack equipment, and it really does kill the vibe. It kills any like
Yeah,
hang
yeah,
vibe afterwards. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean hopefully once we can like move to like a different venue, that can change.
That will definitely change.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I'm very much looking forward to. So few goals. One, I mean, for next year, one definitely secure a spot in the actual comedy club.
Mhm.
Two, I think, I mean, podcast wise, we'll just keep doing what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
On top of that, we will start having more guests
Yeah, I
to
really enjoy having
yeah
guests here.
to our show.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this question box. I mean, damn, we have a. All right, I didn't know we have this many. But keep doing this, and we have like few, kind of like a. I wouldn't call it show, but like, um, improv based, kind of, um, Q&A, fun little game that we think is funny to shoot and put it out there online. So we're gonna have that kind of
Yeah.
repetition going on. And
Um yeah, we should keep talking about this past year.
don't want to talk about
Yeah,
next year.
I felt like wrap up energy over here, but I still want to talk about
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
What was the worst show?
Well, I mean, the worst show was definitely, I think, the West Loop show.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
was what
We
we learned
well,
from
real fast.
what.
I just want to explain what the show was.
Yes.
I mean, we a person from this apartment connected us with another apartment in a different part of town called West Loop. We're in
Mm-hmm.
South Loop. We went to West Loop for this show. Um, and I think we learned a lot about the type of space that would be conducive to
Mm-hmm.
comedy. And this place was not one of those places because, it was, yeah, it was like a room, there were chairs, but it was just like there was a big furnace, like a
Right in the
aesthetic
middle.
furnace in the
Yes.
middle, fireplace, I should say, in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and well, the problem with that was it physically, spatially split the room in half.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise it was just like a regular room. Like maybe it could have been darker. Maybe it was a little too much light in there. But like it was a room just like any other. And like it's
Yeah.
subtle things like this, like a fucking fireplace in the middle of the room that'll throw everything off.
Yeah.
Now maybe I'm giving the fireplace too much credit because it was also maybe the people, because like the people just weren't the most energetic, but who knows if that's because of the space. It's like a chicken or the egg situation, honestly. But yeah, it
Yeah.
just wasn't like a great show.
It was definitely one of the low energy show, and it's maybe just like a area or a space, but my hypothesis was like the number or group of people who come together were very
Mm,
divided. So they were like a lot of person by themselves come to the show because they just live in the building or they live right next to it. Just came to see what it looks like. Not necessarily there to like for the show purpose. More of like, oh yeah, what's going on kind of type of vibe.
Yeah, Kyohei like made a very good observation. W- w- when pe- when we sell tickets, or when we sell tickets, sometimes a majority of those tickets are individual tickets. Like people buy one ticket,
Mm-hmm.
which means they're coming by themselves. Other times when we sell tickets, people are clearly buying it as groups.
Yeah.
So people are coming in groups.
Mm-hmm.
And we realized when audience members come in groups with their friends, it will just be a more energetic,
Yeah.
more laugh filled show,
Yeah.
which is a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's because why not? Like if you're in a group of large number of people, like you wanted to have a good time as a group in the first place.
Mm,
So I think each person in the group would unconsciously make an effort to bring up the energy in general
yeah.
versus just if it's one person. Like it's all just that person versus all the comedian. So I
Yeah.
think the commitment is very different from the audience based on how many number of people they come with, and that's why we ideally don't want to host any free show because free
Yeah.
show is like the commitment from the audience. It's just like like low in general. That's also the why it's crazy that our apartment have like the best energy all the time. So we're like, where is this energy is coming
Because our
from?
apartment is a free show.
Yes, yeah,
So our apartment really lives in this liminal space of like,
yeah.
um, it's free, yet it's the most energy
It's most
consistently.
yes,
It's
yeah,
it's the opposite of what you'd expect.
yeah,
So really this place is just so rare and so
yeah.
special.
And I think there are few
Like how
factor.
lucky.
I think few factor that play out. One is the location wise. We're in the South Loop. There are not much in South Loop. There's one
Mm,
comedy. Well, it's not a comedy club, but there's like a bar where they host a weekly comedy show.
yeah.
But that's probably it. There's nothing else around. Um, so I have seen people who came to our show who lives around here and never been to
Mm,
comedy show, and they just like saw pop up on their Eventbrite or Pine Network, whatever, and they saw it, never been to comedy show, so why not? So they're it's the location wise, I think it's just like kind of like a blind spot,
interesting.
that's one. Because we always have like a pack room in this building,
Always have a pack room in this
not
building.
necessarily people from this building, but from outside of the building as
Yeah.
well. Um, and as for people from this building, I don't know, but they're always good energy, good vibe, and we have like few core fan.
Yeah.
Always loves us, and yeah. So that's one, and three is that room. Like it's very good room. Yeah,
Mm,
like very low ceiling, amazing. No window, which is also good.
mm-hmm.
Like, cause I, you know, even like the comedy store in LA, that
Mm-hmm.
room is like so small, very
Oh
low
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ceiling, very packed,
Yeah.
and it's just better, more packed, more, you know.
Wait, you're talking in LA or San Diego? Like the comedy store? Because there's a comedy store in San Diego and the original comedy store in LA, right?
We're talking about LA.
Oh, LA. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um. Yeah.
yeah,
Again, talking about space, we're just geeking out on like
yeah,
comedy show producer insights now. But
yeah.
I was super excited about hosting an outdoor show,
Yes.
which we did two or three of.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, 2 times.
And surprisingly, those were some of the some of those were the worst shows
Yes.
for
Yeah.
laughs. Like
Mm-hmm.
people said they enjoyed it, because it's a beautiful space, because the location
Yeah.
we do it at has a beautiful view of the skyline and
Mm-hmm.
everything, and the weather every single time was perfect.
Yeah.
Yet, it was the lower relative to what we're used to
Feel.
with our shows here in like this closed space that
Yeah.
Kyohei was describing. It
Yeah.
was just like a lot less laughs.
Yeah.
Um, it was with some of our only shows where comedians
Feel like
bombed.
they bomb.
They
But at
feel
the
like
same
they
time, it's just
bombed.
like when we're watching from outside, people are still laughing at the outside show. It just like comedian cannot hear them because it's so wide open as a space. Like none of the sound kind of like echo or bounce back to the stage. So it feels like we're not getting any reaction. Whereas what actually is happening, or people are still enjoying it, but and then at the same time that would definitely affect the audience as well if they also feel
Exactly.
like not much of people around them are laughing together. They
Yeah.
obviously wouldn't make it obvious that they're finding anything funny. So I feel if we hosted that outside show inside, it would have been like an amazing show as usual
Like with the lineup,
with the exactly
exact
same
same lineup,
sign,
everything.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
same material.
Yeah.
It would have been, yeah.
It's the inside shows are so easy to get a laugh at that I almost feel like I don't deserve like 50% of the
Yeah, we
laughs I
talked
get at
about
the
that.
show.
Yes,
Like I
yes.
could say fucking
Anything.
anything at the
Yeah,
inside shows here
yeah,
and ha 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 ha,
yeah.
ha.
Because because like
Like
inside, if you could make like 5% of the audience laugh, then it sounds like everybody's laughing.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Versus
yeah.
outside, like everybody have to laugh.
Outside
Yeah.
you need to make it feel like 80% of
Yeah,
people are laughing, you
yeah.
need 100% of
100% of
people
people
laughing.
laughing.
Indoors, you
Yeah.
need 5% to
Yes.
feel like 100%
Yes.
room laugh.
Yes.
So it's
That's
all.
yes.
Should we
That's for
start
sure.
having laugh tracks?
What is laugh track?
Like we press a button and it makes laugh like audience laugh
Oh,
sounds.
laugh track. Laugh track when we put up on the on Instagram or
No, and
something.
live shows to just encourage the
I'm so,
laughter, because laughter I found it, yeah, it really is this like rolling,
mm-hmm.
like it's like a snowball, right? It's a snowball
Yeah.
effect, like snowball rolling down a hill.
Mm-hmm.
When you get it started, it just really
Yeah.
like
That's true.
gets bigger and
Yeah, and
bigger.
it's so weird. Like even watching online, like I have seen like some of the comedians, especially like all the Japanese comedian, they put up their like sketch or their material online on YouTube, and usually if it's specifically for online, there's no laugh or there's no audience, so there's no laugh.
Oh.
And even I see exactly same material at the live show, and I thought that's like one of the funniest thing when I see it on YouTube with no laugh. I feel it not funny at all.
Yeah.
It's really so, yeah. That's
Of course.
yeah, like the laugh from the audience is very very key. Um, but at the same time, even at the outside show, for like few show we had, we always have like certain good audience and the like first and second seat.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So we made like most out of it, and we still had, I feel like good show at least for our do a bit like
Yeah.
our personal bit, blah blah. So what I learned from that, it's always very very important to have a good first and second row, which is
Mm,
very uncontrollable.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Well, I mean, there's some things you can do structurally m- to promote that. So like often at our shows, like there's either chairs or couches that we
Mm-hmm.
need to move around. We put the nicest chairs and
Yes.
the couches
Yes.
up front to encourage groups
Yes.
and also people in general to fill up those
Yeah.
first two rows.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when I like at the last show, I think what really carried me through and during my improv performance was there's several like it was a good audience in general, but there was this like old white lady who was just smiling the whole
Yes,
time.
I have
And
noticed
like
that. Yeah,
either
I've noticed
directly
that.
or in my periphery, I
Yes.
kind of anchored onto her
I
for validation.
I did that exactly same thing because she was like directly in the middle
Yeah, yeah,
from where
yeah,
we stand,
yeah.
and it was very clear that she was like laughing and having fun.
Yes.
Um,
Shout out to
yeah,
her, whatever
yeah.
her name was.
And when
Barbara.
yes,
Shout out to Barbara. She really like
yeah,
it was so affirming and
yeah,
like it helped us like have put on a great
yeah.
performance.
And when I was looking back to footage, there was like a couple on the right side of the corner, and the wife was like laughing so hard, and I was like, okay, that would
Mm,
have made me feel much more confident if I could like locate it
yeah.
her um, quite well. But yeah, and obviously for our last show, we had an amazing first row audience who were just like laughing the loudest. I'm pretty sure they're high as well.
Yeah, they're
But
high, drunk.
that,
But that's also a
yeah,
thing that is important at
like,
comedy
yes,
shows.
yes.
You know what's awesome? We need to keep having that sake.
Mhm.
We had free sake.
Oh, that was good.
It
And
was
also, no, no, no,
really
that's
good.
not sake. That's like wine.
Sure, like Korean wine.
Korean wine.
We called it sake like all night,
Yes,
like
yes,
from the front of the room, like
yes.
with the mic too. We're like, go get some
Exactly.
sake back there, sake, and like this fucking
No,
Korean guy
no.
is
I think,
probably like
yeah.
so offended that we're
Yes,
calling his
probably.
product sake.
Yeah, yeah, but that was really good. And that alcohol, yes, that's
Free
definitely,
alcohol.
yeah, good
Eh,
alcohol.
but this affirms to me like one idea we really wanted to implement that we never got to back in the summer was I was like vendors. Let's have vendors, right? Let's make it a
Yeah.
thing where at our show we're showcasing other small independent businesses.
Mm,
This validated that was going to be a great idea. I think we need to have more vendors. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
We
fuck making
tried that,
money at
right?
this
Yeah.
point. Like we thought maybe we could have a deal where we could make some money off the vendors. Just it just makes the show better. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's just do stuff to like make it
Yeah,
so people like that sake guy
yeah.
will come back, give free samples, get some marketing from like for himself, but also
Mm-hmm.
just what we get is a
Yeah,
great energy.
yeah,
And it's something about like like a local unique local product,
yeah, yeah.
instead of just like generic like Budweiser and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. It makes the show so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I think so. Once we have like the actual um location or spots in the comedy club, I mean they provide their own alcohol, so
Yeah.
there should have been an issue. But when we host, for example, in our apartment, I think we can structure the room a little bit differently, where
Mhm.
we'll make the the bottom corner of the room more of like those like a vending area with like alcohol and everything. Last time we placed it outside of the room, but
Oh yeah,
that
it
didn't really
didn't
work
work out.
out. So we have that back of the corner, more of like a alcohol area, and we will make more like cram as a space to the front because we still have like wide space open in
Yeah.
the front, which we intentionally had last time because I thought that would be better. But yeah, cool.
Thinking back to that specific setup
Yeah.
where essentially like there's like I'm just thinking about how weird it was from an audience perspective to have the alcohol like where it was.
Yeah,
Cuz like if
outside.
you cuz what it is the way this room that we had a show works is like there's a front door that goes into essentially like this like closet
Mm,
area where you could like put your coats up,
yes.
and then you go through another door to get into the actual venue. Now, what we
Yes.
did was in that closet area, we set up a white table with a big pitcher of blue alcohol. And then we had some signs being like, hey, like, here's some alcohol, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
But it's strange because it's like a small area. You don't, you feel claustrophobic. And then there's just like this
it is.
questionable, like, alcohol with no one, facilitating it. It makes sense that, like, no one drank that shit. Like you're not gonna walk into a closet, see blue liquid, and just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this in my body."
Yeah, we had a Hawaiian
Blue Hawaiian.
blue Hawaiian.
It's
Yeah,
our signature alcohol, but yeah,
yeah, Zilla
it's
juice.
it's nice. It
Yeah,
actually tastes really good, but
yeah. Nobody really drank at our last show.
yeah, we keep just it's interesting. We just keep trying little things, and
Yeah.
they have big impacts, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really fascinating.
Yeah, we'll keep the room here. We'll keep running the show in this apartment, uh, regardless of if we ever gonna get the spots in other comedy club or not.
Yeah,
And yeah, all the every single comedian who performed at our indoor um, bar area loved it.
yeah,
Had a lot of fun. So
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
definitely keep that energy.
So yeah, moving forward, we got. I love that we have Kombini, the sake bar in Wrigleyville,
Yes.
as a go-to um venue to sell tickets. We have Katsu Shack, which is a Japanese,
Yes.
small like Japanese katsu restaurant that we
Mm-hmm.
can do shows in. Um, and yeah, otherwise, we have this location, and we're trying to get into an actual proper comedy club to run the show.
Mm-hmm. Our first show will be Jan 31.
January 31st. Yeah,
Could be in any of those locations. We'll
yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, but I'm very excited, and yeah, we're gonna have more. Um, we're gonna have better comedian as well coming up, so I'm pretty excited.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We
yeah, more. So a lot of comedian in Chicago know about Godzilla show because
wait. Tell me more about that because I personally don't know any of this. So this is fascinating. Tell me what got what the scene how the scene is
well, I think
responding
I
to
think in
us.
general, like because like in comedy scene, everybody know each other. I mean, we are all on Instagram all the time. So once somebody start the show, it's pretty obvious that all right, this person is starting the show. But it's not like common where they put so much money on camera and the camera guy because technically that wouldn't add direct value to anything. But our show, because we spent so much money on camera guy and video and everything,
Yeah.
and we always capture the best angle to make it seems like we are having the blast of the show. We are,
We
we
do.
are,
No,
we
we
do.
genuinely have a
But I think
blast.
we just captured the right moment because we pay for the camera guy.
Yes.
So those pictures and video had significant impact over uh, give an impression to other comedian that we are hosting a great show, which we are. So yeah, a lot of people know about it and heard about it.
Well, but how do you know that? Like,
Because whenever I go to like comedy scene, people ask me about how's the show going. They have seen the
mm,
photo and everything.
amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm sure this pattern that has started ever since we started Godzilla comedy is still in effect,
Mm-hmm.
where everybody is like, "Oh, Godzilla comedy, Kyohei's show, Godzilla comedy,"
Yes.
and then they're like, "Oh, hey, what's your name? Oh, your name's Seiji. Oh, nice to meet you. Have you heard about Kyohei's Godzilla comedy?" Like no one, or like every time like we go to open mics and I when Kyohei goes up, they're like they automatically like whoever the host is, they're like, "This is Kyohei. He runs a great show, Godzilla comedy. Give it up for him." And then I'll go after Kyohei. This is
This
Seiji. Yeah,
Seiji.
he's very funny, which they say to everybody. Yeah, 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 yeah. No one knows that I'm involved with Godzilla comedy, but
Yes.
that's like my own fault because like
Yeah,
again, it's been like it's been probably more longer than half a year since I've been
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that I've done stand up personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also it's like you see there are like a group of group within a comedy scene, right? Like, okay, they're this group, they're this group, they're this group. They work together. They work together. They're really good friends. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and I try to kind of get involved or reach out to everybody. So hopefully, more show we produce, more connection we get, and more presence we have, and hopefully by end of next year, I hope we will be considered officially as one of the best show in Chicago. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we just have to like put more time, um, get more reps, and
Yes.
the scene will properly
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
acknowledge us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all at the end of the day more of an intrinsic motivation to like just
Yeah.
host the
Yeah.
most
At the end. Yeah.
unique
Yeah.
and best show possible. I really, musically, I've been listening to a lot of music that is like really values being unique more than popular or trendy. And I really appreciate that, and I want Godzilla comedy to like do the same. Like I think it'd be much. I care more about us being like different than popular, to be completely honest.
Yeah. I mean, that would go same
Yeah,
at the end.
so yeah, I really have to amp up the creativity next year,
Mm-hmm.
this coming year, 2026, baby.
Yes. Music, bits, do a bit. And personally, I start finding a way to kind of just improve on myself for
Yeah,
um, material in general. So we'll be working more on that. Um, yeah. So we start to seeing some of the repeated customer
mm.
audience in our show.
Wait,
So
like who?
Cole,
Yeah,
Kylie.
true.
um, yeah. And I thought it was great that one time we have seen people who came to our show two in a row.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll start seeing that more.
Shout out to Cole. So Cole is this like guy who lives in our building. And shout out to him for actually leaving the building, which no building people do like do.
Yes.
He actually came
Yes.
to a show
Yes.
on the other side of like the city
Yes.
in Wrigleyville at
Yeah.
Combini.
Yeah.
Kind of last minute too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That takes effort.
Yes.
And I just want to acknowledge his
Yeah.
effort. So let's give Cole a round of a hand. Round of applause.
And he bought a ticket too.
He bought a
He didn't even tell us that he was coming. He
bought a
just
ticket.
showed up with the ticket, and I was like, Cole, like
It was so sweet. It was so
sweet.
heartwarming that he did that.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure he went by himself too.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He was just enjoying himself. And like it's not like we even like hung out afterwards.
Yeah.
He like just
Yeah.
because we're always busy like cleaning up afterwards. Like
Yeah.
he came to the show, had a good time,
I
left.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's one of the first
Yeah.
loyal audience member.
Yeah. Shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really appreciate everyone who's come out to the show. Appreciate everyone who listens to the show or listens to the podcast. Appreciate anyone who's ever provided us with honest feedback or just like, or just express like their enjoyment of any of our content, whether it's like sketches, like clips from live shows or podcasts. Really means a lot to us. And just want to keep pushing the envelope with what we're doing, whether it becomes big or not. Like it's
What's
all like
with the quote?
because like most things don't get big. It's like,
Yeah, most
things don't.
Yeah, but not us.
But not us, I guess.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I think the reality of I think the most probable thing about Godzilla comedy is this. I think Godzilla comedy, we put like a good faith effort into it and we have a lot of fun, but then I think it'll never go anywhere. And then like years later, um, something else that follows this will get big. 'Cause I feel like that's just how like art works. A lot of art,
Something else.
like people will be part of a band, you know, and then in the early days, and then it won't work out, or they'll write a book and then the first book will never work out, and it's not until their second or third book or their second or third band or their second or third go at the thing that
Yeah.
something works out. So Godzilla comedy could be a precursor.
No, no. And I know this because I.
Wait, stop touching that. I can hear that.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least I have a bit of clear path of how I want it to develop, and also there'll be significantly more investment coming up next year.
What? Wait. I don't even
We
know
will
about this. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you about to put like 10
significant.
grand into it?
I can't. So I just got notified that my salary will nearly get doubled next year.
Oh, what?
Um,
Wait, what? In this economy?
yes.
No one's getting raises.
No.
How are you getting 200%?
So basically, my well, it's more my boss who realizes how much of significant pay cut I made to do my current job right now
Yeah.
compared to the job I was doing in the past.
Yeah.
And he searched the market standard for how much companies should be paying
Yeah.
for people with my background. And he had a discussion with more of a higher executive people.
Oh my god.
Where like, all right, like we are gonna lose him
Mm.
if we gonna keep this salary. I didn't say
Which
anything.
is not true at all.
Which is not true.
That's not true
Which
at all.
is not true at all. Which is not true at all. Yeah.
This is the only option for it. He has nowhere else to go.
I absolutely have nowhere else to go. So yeah. So and I didn't know about bonus too
Uh,
that I will get every year. And I was like, okay, I need to start thinking about how are we going to utilize this money. And if we have this much money, we can bring up everything by like a lot.
wow. Oh my god, I didn't know about
So-
this.
But then it's going to be more of a bigger amount of money versus like just random $700 for a marketing fee. It's going to be like a lot more. So I need to like think more carefully what exactly you want to spend on. But financially, there will be significantly more investment. So usually, if
Oh my
smart
God.
people uses more money, it'll make things better.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what's interesting about Godzilla comedy? This is a social experiment in like what happens if you take two amateur like people who think they're funny and you just like put
Just,
a
like,
shit ton
shit
of
tons of
money
money
into a show.
into show.
Like you
That's what I was. That's why I was telling you. I don't care how much it's gonna cost to form a band. If you need to have like
okay.
hire a band,
Oh,
like,
well,
let's do it.
Enough said.
Yes.
Enough said.
So
You don't, yeah, because again, like everyone else at our level in the Chicago comedy scene or just comedy scene in general, they're not putting tons of. They can't put tons of money into it.
and also it doesn't really make sense to put that much money.
Yeah, but like, what's the point?
What's the point? Exactly.
What's the point?
Exactly. What's the point? Why are you doing?
So it's like,
Yes.
given that there's no clear point in putting a ton of money into
Yes.
into an underground comedy show,
Yeah.
what happens if you do? And that, stay tuned for the answer.
Yes. Exactly. So I hope that that would motivate people to come to our show to see. All right, what did they use money for? Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It's like, if when this keeps going, like continues,
Mm-hmm.
aka in like a couple years when I graduate residency and I'm an attending physician
Mm-hmm.
and I also have a ton of money.
Dude.
It's like gonna be ridiculous. Like
Well,
collectively, we're gonna be spending like so much
no, no,
fucking
no, no. But
money.
at the same time, my plan is like I'm I'm gonna be spending significant money so that we can expedite, you know, the speed of getting big.
Yeah, you
So
know, that's fair.
we're not gonna we we're not gonna need time until you become attending
Oh, you're
physician.
saying like okay, so
Yes.
I'm gonna become attending in like 2.5 years, but you're
Yes.
saying like oh, by then it wouldn't
Within two
matter.
and a half years. Yes. Yes.
Cool. So I'll just like pay Kyohei back like
After you become attending
after.
physician. Yes.
All right, deal. Okay. Dude, give me a proper business handshake. What the fuck was that? Use your left hand. All right, all right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's been the podcast. We've cast a lot of great vision over
Mhm.
this next year and then also appreciated, you know, the high moments and even the low moments of last year. So I'm excited. Stay tuned, guys. And any last words, Kyohei?
No. We'll have this year was just like the beginning year. So
Yep.
glad we just like start everything and start this wheel. And 2026 is the year that we're gonna fucking explode.
Explode.
2027 is the year that we're gonna go national. So
Okay, wait.
yeah.
So 2026 explode in Chicago.
In Chicago, yes.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Yes.
that's okay, okay, that's clear. Explode in Chicago. The
Yes.
next year, explode
National.
nationally.
National.
All right, great. Two
Yeah.
explosions.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Step by step.
Step by step
Boom,
explosion
boom.
plan. Boom, boom.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like it.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
Stay
that's
tuned.
been. Stay tuned. That's been Nuclear Lizard Podcast signing off. Oop. Okay. Ready?
Mhm.